Hey, Jimmy. Hey, thanks for coming in. My darn gimbal's giving me a fit. It's about. Hey, Gary. My darn gimbal's giving me a fit. I'm gonna have to go get me a new one. Hey, Leslie. Darn, it's aggravating me. Ugh. I gotta figure something out. Hey, Dan. Hey, sorry for all the shaking. My darn gimbals went kapooey on me, and now I'm trying to rig something up. And here I went live right when it's went all to pieces on me. Yeah, it's already a fiasco, Gary. Blaine says you have a limp tool there, I see. Yeah, it's pretty. I figured because the sun, I think the sun uh, will be in our eyes. So we're gonna go up to the other one here, once it gets a little darker and stuff. But yeah, this view's pretty though, Leslie. Jimmy's talking to Dan, Fred. Hey, Fred and Connie. Yeah, that's fine. Y'all must be out and about then if you're on your phone. Leslie's saying, hey, William. Hey, buddy, I'm good. Jimmy saying, hey, Dan saying, hey to everybody. Blaine saying, hey. Yeah. Yeah, that pie's good, Blaine. Yeah, she done a good job with that, Blaine. Hold on, man. I'm still trying to get this to where I'm trying to maybe rig something up. Then that way, there we go. I can at least manage with that. It looks like I'm going to be going shopping tomorrow. Get me a new gimbal. The little felt rubber piece, the glue, I guess, is finally just wore off or something. Everybody's saying hey to everybody. Hey, Jeremy. Hey, thanks for coming in, Jeremy. Gary's saying hey to everybody. Yeah, we're shaking, not stirred. That's right, Dan. That's right. Of course, I'll have to hold on to the phone once we go to the other view, which, if I remember right, I don't think we're too far from it. Poor Tootsie's been up all day. She's already over here passed out. Hey, Larry. Hey, buddy. I see you was off today, wasn't you, Larry? I don't guess you mind me telling that. But I think you was off today. I think yesterday was your last day for a while, or for a couple of days. Blaine saying hey to Larry. Hey, yeah, well, I know Larry probably wishes he could be off every day. Shake and bake, and I helped. Yeah, there you go, Gary. That's private information. Yes, I'm all. All right. Hey, Larry, if it really is private information, let me know, please. Send me a text or something. Because I dang sure don't want, you know, say something that I ain't supposed to be saying. And if it is, you know me, I'll apologize right off the bat. Blaine says I'm off every day as well, off in the heads. I know I'm off in the head. Hey, Ed. Hey, Jeff Tootie. Hope you all having a good time. You got to see T and Me TV. Yeah, I was with Tommy and Tracy yesterday. Hey, Ningles World. Hey, thanks for coming in. Leslie says it's not private at all. All right, I'm just making sure. Jimmy saying hey, Dan saying hey. Blaine says, Leslie, I knew you could have answered if he's off or not. Fred saying hey to Ed. Hey, Angie. Hey, yeah, thank you, Angie. Yeah, I stopped at this one so that way the sun wouldn't be in your eyes yet, because I think the other view we're gonna have the sun in our eyes. So I'll wait. You know, it'll be about another hour or so before it gets dark anyway, and then we'll go up there. Larry says, I don't care. I have no secrets. Well, I have a few. Don't tell Leslie. I won't tell Leslie. Of course, I don't know any secrets to tell Leslie anyway. Hey, Lordy. Everybody's saying hey to everybody right now. I appreciate all y'all coming in. How's the, I guess the signal's good right now. It showed I had full strength as far as here. I mean, everything still, everything looked good. Blaine, you were right. He's off a little bit every day. Leslie's funny. Angie saying hey. Ed saying hey. Leslie says it looks beautiful. Ningles World says it's great. Wait a minute. I need to. All right. Hey, Ningles World, because you've been coming in for a good while. Next time you comment in Ningles World, you're going to have the blue wrench of love. Hey, Jeremy, thanks. Thank you, Angie. And Leslie says, oh, Jeff, you're the only one who thinks so. Ed says, hey, Larry, he's saying hey to the Harvey Five. Leslie saying hey to Ed. Larry says, I didn't expect to get treated like this today. Here we go. Leslie, we're going to have to lay off Larry. And Angie saying hey to Leslie and Larry. I know Larry's glad to have a day off. I do know that, because he does work hard. Ed saying hey to Jimmy. Blaine saying, Larry, don't cry, it will be okay. Jimmy says it looks good. Ningles World says, I'm honored you have your wrench of love. To have your wrench of love. Hey, no problem, Ningles World. You've been coming in a lot here lately. So that's what I say. That's how I keep up with my regulars. I've been good to him today, so I'm allowed to pester him tonight. Well, don't pester him too hard, Leslie. So I'll look after you, Larry. I'll try to look after you. Fred says, do you expect it every day, Larry? And Blaine says, welcome to the Blues Clues, Ningles World. Yeah, I think he's meaning Blues Clues, that kid's show. At least I guess, I don't know. And Larry's laughing at Blaine, and Larry says, yes, Leslie, pester me tonight. I'm surprised you didn't use a different word, Larry. Carrie says, stop being so touchy, Larry. And then Leslie says, oh, Lord. Oh, y'all tickle the crap out of me. Every one of you in here. Oh, Blue Crew. Gotcha. I didn't even think about that. I was just thinking of Blues Clues because I knew that was a show. Hey, Ed, I'm up here on the Foothills Parkway on the second half, the part that takes you over to the Tail of the Dragon, Highway 129, and then that lake that's over there. They're not far from Talco Plains. But, I mean, I'm going to go to the other view where y'all can see Maryville once it gets, dark. That's going to be the grand finale. Blaine says, too early for her to be pestering you, Larry. And Larry says, Gary, middle finger. Okay, just seeing if it works tonight. So now it's working for Larry tonight. Blaine's laughing, Leslie's laughing, and Ed saying hey to Gary with 2 R's. Y'all tickle the crap out of me. Ningles World says, I really never say or recognize the Harveys. So hello to Leslie and Larry. And Jeremy's laughing. Hey Jeremy, if you want to, because I think you're new to us. Well, you've been in another one, I think. Uh, but where are you from? Where are you watching from, Jeremy? If you want to tell, you don't have to if you don't want to. Just that's how we get to sort of know people too. But you don't have to tell though. It's no problem at all. Blaine says, Larry says hi, Nangle, and Leslie saying hey back to you. And Blaine says me either, but they are okay people at Ningle's World. And Gary says, yes, Larry, the middle finger is working. Gary's saying hey to Ed. Larry's laughing. Dan says, careful where you point that, it may go off. Leslie's laughing at Blaine. That's funny. Well, so far, I'm keeping up with the chat. Hey, Virginia. How's Miss Virginia doing tonight? Hey, Lorna. Hey, thanks for coming in. And Lorna is William Smith's wife. Of course, I think about everybody knows. Larry says, you're right, Dan. I use it wisely. I'll use it wisely tonight. Blaine says, hey, it's cooking with Virginia. Yep. And Jimmy says, hey to Gary. Dan says, hey to Virginia and Lorna. And Angie saying, hey to Virginia. Virginia says she's doing fine. That's good, Virginia. How's hubby doing, Virginia? Also, how's your husband doing? Gary saying, hey. Blaine saying, don't let it slip, Larry. And Jimmy's saying, hey. Hey, and Lorna, is William, is he on the road? Is he trucking right now? And you don't have to answer that if you don't want to. Jeremy says, been sub for a while now. Sometimes I just keep my mouth shut, but wife may not agree. that's that's fine, Jeremy. I appreciate you chatting with us. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot that watch that doesn't talk, which is fine too. Some people just like to sit and watch. Virginia saying, hey. Leslie says, that's what I tell him every time, Blaine. And Leslie saying, hey to Virginia. Hey, Missy. And saying, wait, let me see. Yep, mine works. Just pilling with Carrie C. Now, I remember you being in here once before. I'm on the I'm on the Foothills Parkway on the second half, I guess if you want to call it. That takes you over towards Talco Plains, that direction, towards that lake and stuff. And thanks for coming in too, Just Piddling. Virginia says hubby is doing great. Good report from pulmonologist, pulmonologist. I think how you say that. And I apologize if I'm butchering that because I know Larry's gonna be laughing at me because he knows that word. I can't never remember how to pronounce the some of the medical terms. That's why I always, when I go to the doctor and talk to them, I'll tell them to put it in layman's terms, none of that inside BS jargon. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, William, I saw your comment earlier. Oh, wait a minute. Was William in here? I didn't see when William came in. Did I miss William? If I miss William, I apologize. And I think I said hey to Missy. Yeah, I'm, because right there's hubby. If William's in here, though, tell him to comment again because I must have missed that. Virginia's saying hey to Leslie. Dan says people watch for the great view. You're right. Right. Well, I mean, that's what I'm trying to do. You know, change it up a little bit instead of just riding around. Missy saying hey to Dan. Just Pillin says, oh, okay. And Ed saying hey to Virginia. Jeremy says, oh, St. Louis, Missouri. So you're St. Louis, Missouri. Okay, cool. That's cool. Just piddling, saying hey to Dan. Plum. Poom. Pumologist. Yeah, I can't never say that word. I know what he's talking about or what she's talking about. I just can't never pronounce it. But yeah, I'm glad he's doing good though, Virginia. I really am. That's awesome news. Leslie saying fantastic, Virginia. Virginia saying hey to Angie. Just Piddling says you're welcome. Larry says that's great news, Virginia. Missy saying hey to Angie. Virginia saying hey to Gary. Virginia saying hey to Blaine. Gary says good to see you, Virginia. Virginia saying hey to Ed. Hey, James. Hey, buddy. Hey, thanks for coming in. Yeah, I ought to just say lung doctor. You're right, Virginia. You're right. And Ed saying hey to Jeremy, and Virginia saying hey to Jimmy. And we got a couple of motorcycles that went by. But there's not that many in town right now as far as in Pigeon Forge. Or they wasn't when I was out earlier when I went and got supper. Kind of surprised me. The campground's starting to get a little bit busy, and it's definitely going to be busy this weekend because we got Father's Day weekend coming up this weekend, which is, a sad time for me, but I try to make it happy though. Dan says I will have to leave in 30 minutes so I can finish editing my video for Saturday. That's fine, Dan. And trust me, I know everybody's got stuff going on, and I know everybody can't watch the whole time, or because you either got kids or husbands or wives, or I know everybody's got stuff going on, so I can completely understand. Yeah, you do what you need to do, Dan. That's no problem. I appreciate you coming in. Jeremy says, hey, Ed, long time no see. Larry says, where'd you eat dinner, Jeff? I actually went to Wendy's. I haven't been to Wendy's in like 3 weeks. And I decided I wanted to go to Wendy's tonight. I just got me something quick. But it's been at least 2 weeks. But I think 3 since I've had Wendy's. Hey, Landa. Hey, Jeff and TC. Lisa and I were hoping to find you. Where are you? I'm up here on the Foothills Parkway. It's the, what I call the second half, because I'm on the, past Townsend and all that mess, where you head back over towards Telco Plains. I'm on that part. Ed says, yes, it's been a long time since I saw you, Jeremy. And Virginia says, thanks, Larry. Doc started him on Spiriva. I think I'm saying that right. I think I'm saying that right. Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Yeah, I know you like these views, Bob. I know you wish you was here all the time, because I know you like it down here. And it's down here to him because of where he's from. Gary says, so a small crowd in the Pigeon Forge tonight. So just statistics are down. Yes, Jeff, I can say it. I can't say it either. Hey, Janet. Hey, handsome. I haven't been on in a while. How's Tootsie's eye doing? She's good. She's good. I'll flip the camera around here in a minute. Ningle's World, I try to watch on company time. It never works out. I'm off tonight. Larry says, okay, Virginia. Sprayville once daily. Yeah, I knew that. I figured that's what she was meaning, because I see them commercials. And Larry says, I had Wendy's yesterday for dinner. I had a taco salad. I had the number one combo, Larry. That's what I got today. Virginia says, yes, Larry. And Missy says, oh, Larry, I love their taco salad. Come here, honey. I know you're sleepy. You're sleepy because you've been up all day today. Come on. Get up here. Get up here before you pass out, or before you get too sleepy. Hop up there. Come on. Come on. Sit right there. Look. See the view? You see the view? I hadn't seen Candace yet, Linda. She hadn't come in yet. She usually comes in a little bit later. Oh, there's Tootsie. There's Tootsie. Look at the camera. Look at the camera so they can see you. See? So you got both eyes open. Well, of course, the one's always been open. She's good. She's just tired. She's tired. I got a hat on tonight, too. Because I've been driving in the sun. And, of course, I mean, I got my sunglasses, though. Yeah, I know you want me to pet you now that you're up here. If I woke you up. Yeah, the boss is up now. That's right. Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. Ed saying, hey. Janet says, that's great. Larry says, they forgot my chips for my taco salad. I sent Leslie back in there to get them. Yeah, I don't blame you. Missy says, sweet Tootsie. And Leslie says, hey, Tootsie, my favorite girl. Look, Leslie's talking to you right here. Right there, look. Look, right there. There you go. There you go. Yeah, Leslie's talking to you. Of course, everybody is. Everybody's talking to you. But yeah, she's doing good, though. Yes, Larry, we got, number one combo Wendy's. Yeah. I didn't have to give them that number one combo, Gary. Because they didn't mess up mine. That one, I went to the one in Sevierville. They always, for some reason, it seems like it's a better burger. Even though they're all supposed to be the same, it just seems like it's a better burger at the one in Sevierville versus the one in Pigeon Forge. I don't know why. You'd think it'd all be the same. And go ahead and lock the door, Tootsie. She's looking after Linda now. Jimmy says, hey to Blaine. Leslie's laughing at Gary, and Janet says she's so adorable. Thank you, Janet. Linda says Lisa and I had fried dough tonight. Hi, Tootsie. Linda's saying hey to you. Larry says I gave Wendy's a middle finger for getting my. Yeah, I bet so, Larry. I don't blame you. Leslie says he sends me in when they forget stuff because I'm a. Leslie. Yeah, Lordy. Well, I know y'all. I know y'all want to see Tootsie too, but now she's over here sniffing the window, and of course I'm watching for critter crawlers in case any coyotes come around or bears or anything like that. But I'll flip it back around so y'all can stare at the mountains. Missy says to Larry, it does come with a lot of extra little stuff. Got to have them chips, though. Leslie must really love you. Right, yeah, Leslie, she loves Larry to death. She'll do anything for Larry. That's why they're married, though. And then Missy says, Leslie, surely not. Talking about being a jerk. Larry says, yes, Missy, I think so. Ed says, Jeff, I like that side of the parkway. Yeah, I do too, Ed. Now, I mean, I like the other side also because of the links. Those links are something else. It's a bridge is what it is, but they call it the links. And I mean, you talk about some views there, but I hadn't really, since I got this new phone though, I hadn't really checked to see what kind of signal I got there. But the only difference is though, you can't park at them views because you're on a bridge. Larry says, yes, Missy, I think so. And then Leslie says, Missy, there ain't nobody like him. I'd do anything for him. There you go. And Missy saying that's so sweet. Linda says Virginia's too sweet. And Leslie says, yes, Missy, I am totally a Karen. If Leslie is saying what she's saying true, I definitely don't want to see the Karen side of Leslie. So I know, try not to make her mad or anything. Lord have mercy, it jumped. I gotta get caught back up. Leslie says, no offense to anyone named Karen. Yeah, I don't think we got any Karens in here yet. I don't know that I've ever even had a Karen on my show. To be honest with you, as far as anybody named Karen. Missy's laughing. Leslie says, oh my gosh. Ed says, good point. Virginia says, me. You're sweet, Virginia. We all know you're sweet. Ed says, I don't think too many people video this side. Yeah, no. I mean, I hadn't really seen a whole lot. When I found out I could get a signal here, I just knew this would be something different. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Jeff. I'll be in and out. I have a sick dog going to the vet's tomorrow. If she gets worse, I have to take her to the emergency vet tonight. Oh, bless your heart. I hope everything goes all right with your youngin, Cindy, and I'll keep you in my prayers and everything because I know what it feels like to have a sick dog. Everybody's saying hey, or Ed saying hey to Missy, Jimmy saying hey to Cindy, Cindy saying hey to everybody. Larry's saying he hates to hear that too about Cindy's dog. Virginia's saying hey Peyton, hey, thanks for coming in. Uh, and thanks for coming in too, Cindy. I forgot to thank you for coming in. Everybody's saying hey to everybody. Virginia says, you guys just don't know me. Well, we know you a little bit, Virginia, because you're always in the chats and you'll, tell us things too to learn about you. We know dang good and well you can cook. You know, even if you might be a butthole or something, I don't think it's going to offend anybody you being a butthole because they know that they won't get them good meals that you cook. So I do know that. We all know that you can cook some dang good food. So you can probably be a butthole to us all you want because we're still going to love you just because we want to get fed. Linda says, yes, Virginia, everybody likes it when you're on. Angie says, so sorry to hear that, Cindy. Cindy says, thanks, everybody. Prayers for Cindy, that's right. Dan saying hey, Ed saying hey, Cindy saying hey. Virginia saying thank you to Linda. Gary says, take care of your pets, Cindy. That's right, yeah. Fred saying hey, Cindy saying hey, Peyton saying hey. Everybody's saying hey. I'm trying to get caught up. So I'm caught up now. Cindy saying thanks, Larry. But yeah, I don't know of anybody that doesn't like Virginia. At least I don't know anybody. Everybody that I know loves Virginia. Uh-oh, she's retracted something. Go ahead and throw it back up, Virginia. She's probably mistyped something. Feels good up here, though. It's definitely, of course, the humidity's real down, so it's been cool today. I mean, it got up to 79, but it didn't feel hot because the dew point's in the 40s. So the wind has made it kind of fall feeling in the middle of June, and it feels like fall. Blaine saying hey to Cindy. Cindy saying hey to Blaine. Virginia says, you made my day, everyone. And Linda says, you're welcome, Virginia. You're fun in the chat. Yeah, she is. Well, everybody's fun in the chat. Ed says, Jeff, it looks like you're going to have to start putting some cream on your nose. Nah, it's just good and brown. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, I'll hit that like button. I appreciate that, Cheryl. Let's see, I think John Esper was having to work today. That's why he's not in here. Or not in here yet. Because he talked to me earlier today. Dan saying, hey. Larry says, it's rained off and on all day here, stupid Southern Ohio. Yeah, Leslie was telling me about that earlier, Larry. Yeah, I think he's having to work this evening, Leslie, or he was at work when I was talking to him earlier today. So he might still be at work. Leslie says, oh my gosh, Jeff. What about my nose? Is that what you're meaning by that, Leslie? Because I done forgot what else I've said. Cindy says it was over 100 degrees on the temperature index. Holy moly, Cindy. I wish it was 100 here. I'd have been at the pool. Yeah, Larry sending rain our way. Yeah, they're saying Pigeon Forge needs the rain too right now on the news, that we're in a moderate drought here. Gary says it was like March here today, a little cool and windy. Yeah, it's been Well, like I said, it got up to 79, but that breeze, though, felt cool. Hey, Pam. Hey, thanks for coming in. Ningles World says, I got down to it got down to 47 in North Carolina mountainside over the weekend. Holy moly. Well, I'm glad I'm not home then. Of course, I'm not in the mountains. I'm at the foothills, right below you, Ningles. Leslie says, no, we mentioned John at the exact. Oh, yeah. I didn't. That didn't even dawn on me, Leslie. And Gary's retracted something. And Blaine says, I wished it was 60 instead of 88 in South Carolina. Yeah, no, hey, I'll send you the cold weather, Blaine, and you send me that 88 degrees. Linda says, Jeff, can we count on you being on next Tuesday? We love to chat. Well, Linda, to be honest with you, I mean, I was going to tell this later, but I'll go ahead and tell it now while y'all are in here, too. Next Tuesday, I won't be live. And it's only because I will be live later in that week. So I won't be live next Tuesday, but I will be live later on that week. But I appreciate that, though. I know everybody likes chatting with everybody. Cindy says absolutely, Blaine. Gary says no rain here, Larry, in northern Kentucky. You live too far north. And Larry says I pictured John working at Buc-ee's changing the gas price sign. Well, I mean, that's a possibility. He didn't tell me where he was working or anything like that, which I wouldn't tell it anyway. Unless if I knew that I could. Blaine says, thanks. It'll bottle this warm up and send. I'll bottle. Why'd I say eel? Damn, I can't read. I'll bottle this warm weather up and send it to you. Hey, do that, Blaine. Of course, I'll be down in South Carolina here before long, so I'm looking forward to it. Go to where I know there's some heat. At least it better be warm. Ed says, Jeff, we understand you're on vacation, but we still miss it when you ain't on there. Yeah, I know it. Well, I mean, if you want to call me being on vacation, I guess I'm enjoying life. So I mean, I'm treating it like a vacation, that's for sure. Because I try to enjoy every day. But I just know next week though, I was gonna take Tuesday off because I know I'm gonna go live later on that week, and I'm gonna give you guys heads up because I got a little surprise for all y'all and everything, you know. And I know y'all. Hopefully, I figured y'all will enjoy it. I just have to wait and see what all everybody says once I go live. Once they find out what I'm gonna be doing. Blaine says, "Shoot, I'll work at Buc-ee's changing gas prices for $18. Heck yeah! Well, that's what I was getting ready to say though. I know Buc-ee's pays good, and that's the other thing. I keep saying that I'm gonna go to Buc-ee's when it opens the 26th, but hell, I'm not gonna be here. I've been having brain farts on that. I'm not gonna be here when Buc-ee's opens up. I was up that way day before yesterday, and Lord, that place is huge. But other than that, though, I won't be able to be here when it opens up. I'm not going to be in Pigeon Forge, and I don't know why I wasn't thinking about that. Larry says Buc-ee's paying really good, Blaine. Yeah, they are. Gary says no live next Tuesday. You going to see Amanda? Asking for a friend. I might be going to see Amanda, Gary. She hasn't come in yet, so I got to ask her. No, I'm gonna be somewhere else though, Gary. That's y'all's and I know some of y'all know in here, so don't spoil the surprise. Ningles World says at Leslie, a few more dollars and I would have worked at Buc-ee's to get out of a 12-hour plant life. Yeah, I don't blame you, Ningles World. Blaine says, got that right, Larry. Leslie says, Buc-ee would be an amazing place to work. I'm sure it would. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like Buc-ee's, but but then you got a lot of people that do like Buc-ee's, and I'm one of the ones that does like it. The crowds don't bother me. Blaine says you will have plenty of live streams to watch. Yeah, oh yeah, y'all are gonna have quite a few live streams to watch. I will tell that. I will tell that because I know Blaine knows where I'm gonna be. I think. Larry says I want to work there and yell fresh brisket on the board. Yeah, I hate I'm gonna miss the opening day. I don't know why I didn't. I knew what day it was opening, June the 26th at 6 a.m. And it wasn't registered in my head yet that I wasn't going to be here. I'm going to miss it by a few days. And Missy's laughing at Larry. Hell, I went to the one in South Carolina, Larry, and when they yelled that, I was like, what in the world's going on? Then I realized what was going on. Missy's laughing at Larry. Blaine says, got that right. Free beaver, can't beat it. And Blaine's laughing at Larry. Leslie says, Blaine, I don't need free beaver. I meant live stream for Buc-ee's. Oh, got you. Yeah. I'm sure there'll be live streams from Buc-ee's also. Larry says, Blaine, you got to watch out for free beaver. You eventually need antibiotics. Lord have mercy. Hold on, y'all got me choked up over that. Because I was waiting on a comment. I was waiting on somebody to say something to that nature. Holy moly. Blaine says, true, Larry. Leslie says, 37 watchers, Jeff. People must love this view. Yeah, there's quite a few that like looking at the mountains and stuff. And I'm afraid to move my phone any because I know it's a little bit crooked. But like I say, though, we're gonna go see what the other view looks like once it gets dark. Blaine says I'm on 12 devices. I appreciate that, Blaine. So there's at least 24 then, as far as different people, because then Blaine's the other 12. And I know he's just picking. It says, Leslie, everybody likes this view right here, but they'll go nuts over the next one. Yeah, probably so, because I don't know that I haven't even I've seen the next one at daytime, and of course y'all know that because I went live there. But as far as at nighttime, yep, definitely going to be a first for, I guess, all of us in here, I guess, unless if some of y'all have drove up here and seen it at nighttime. Fred says, Blaine, you sound like Kenny. It's just the neighbors. It's just the neighbors. No acting. Lay back down. Missy says, hi to anyone I missed earlier. I've been in and out of here. Hey, that's fine, Missy. That's what I'm saying. I know everybody's got other things going on. That's no big deal. Larry says, it looks brighter than here in Ohio. Well, that's because you're getting the rain, Larry, and the clouds and stuff. And then Leslie says, that's true, Ed. Gary says, don't worry about going live at Buc-ee's opening. We will watch it. Hell, that's even if he goes. I know months ago, I think he made a comment that he didn't know if he's going to go or not, but I figured he will. Blaine says, and when I say that was back in wintertime. That's even before I come over here. Because we all thought it was going to open up in May, and it didn't. Well, there's a lot of people pulled in here now. There wasn't a darn soul here. Now that I went live, everybody's pulled in. Blaine's laughing. Fred, wait a minute. What Fred? Did I miss what Fred said? Oh, sounding like Kenny. Leslie says, Larry, wait a minute. That's because Ohio is the portal to hell. Blaine says, dang, there goes the numbers. It's still saying 35 on my end, Blaine. Virginia saying hey to Missy. Leslie's laughing at Gary. Cindy says, "Oh, Gary." Missy says, "Hey, sweet Virginia." Blaine says, "That's because you're watching your live, and they're there to join you." Probably so. I don't know. I'm not recognizing anybody, and nobody's approached me. Ningles World says that bronze beaver statue out front. Do you think they have a person to wash the beaver? I see. I hadn't. I guess the one in South Carolina, I'm sure it had it, but I didn't pay no attention. I'll have to look at that next time I go to a Buc-ee's. Look for the bronze beaver. It says maybe some of them people pulling in there is watching you. Yeah, who knows? Blaine says, hope they wait a minute. It says, hope they scrub it at Ningles World. It gets sticky in the heat. And then Leslie's talking to Ningles World saying, that's a fantastic question. And Ningles World says, I want to apply on the application beaver washer. That's funny. And then Larry says, I wouldn't mind watching the beaver. Linda says, do you finish the paperwork with your mom's? Yeah, I did, Linda. I've got all that finished, done. Money's in the bank. All that's handled. So I'm pretty much free as far as from home now. The only reason I have to go back home is if anything goes on with Tootsie again. Other than that, I'm pretty much to do whatever I guess I feel like I want to do, from here on out. Leslie says, remember that, Larry, or remember that later, Larry. Oh, Lord, how much? Leslie. Yeah, there you go, Larry. Leslie. Or this ain't no motor. It's a must. Yeah, this is a Mustang. Y'all get ready to hear it. Yeah, that was a Mustang. One of the newer ones. Can I put other mods in timeout? Oh, I guess, Larry. I'm figuring I know who you're wanting to put in timeout, but I don't know if it'll let you or not. Yeah, it did sound good, Leslie. But I don't know if you'll get to hear it again, though, Leslie, if you get put in timeout. Larry, she'll probably kick your hind end if you put her in timeout. Blaine says, dang, keep that kinky talk in Ohio. And Linda says, Larry, don't even try it. Linda says, glad to hear it, Jeff. Does Tootsie have snacks? She'll, no. She's already had a few treats, but she'll eat when we get home because she usually eats late at night anyway. Ningle World's laughing. Larry says, I was talking about Virginia. Huh? Wait a minute. What? Yeah, don't mess with the cook. Yeah, don't mess with the cook. Yeah, we all know you wasn't talking about Virginia, Larry. Hey, DP. Hey, thanks for coming in, DP. Yeah, Virginia says, just try it, Larry. Yeah, we all know you was kidding, Larry. Yeah, hey, I know it. I know it. I just got confused there for a second. And DP saying hey to everybody. I thought, I went back though, I thought I'd missed a comment that Virginia had put up. That's what threw me for just a second until I realized, I was like, wait a minute, he's just being funny. Dan saying hey to DP. Larry says, yeah, us Harveys at DP Mart. Well, I mean, who don't love the Harvey Five? I mean, they're both hilarious. I've had the honor to meet them a few times. Like I said, I got to meet, yeah, I know, hell, we're all crazy, Leslie. It ain't just y'all, we're all crazy. But yeah, I got to meet up with Tommy and Teresa, TME TV, yesterday. We went and ate lunch together, and then they came by the camper, and Teresa had made me a chocolate pie with whipped cream. And yes, I'm going to eat the whipped cream, Leslie, and the rest of y'all in here that know that I don't do it on milkshakes. And the only reason I don't do it on milkshakes is because it takes space up. I'd rather have the milkshake versus the whipped cream. But now on the pie, yeah, the whipped cream, that's a definite. But Tootsie will get a little bit of the whipped cream too. Leslie says, I know some. And Angie says, hello, DP Mart. And Leslie says, that whipped cream looked absolutely amazing. Yeah, I know it. And Teresa even apologized because I hadn't opened up the box yet. She says, don't pay attention to the whipped cream because it looks awful and stuff. Well, when I opened it up, I was like, how's this look awful? And I had to take a picture of it. And, I put it on Facebook because it looked good. It looked good. It looked real good. Angie saying, hey to DP Mart. Leslie says, okay. DP Mart says, where are we at? I'm on the Foothills Parkway, DP Mart. On the side that takes you over to Tail of the Dragon and that lake and towards Talco Plains. Talco Plains, however you want to say it. Larry says, Will Yates hates us. Well, bless their hearts. They don't know what they're missing out on. As far as Will and Dawn, they don't know what they're missing. I don't know why they'd hate y'all. And Leslie says, he sure does, Larry. Missy's saying, hey to everybody. DP says, nice. Dingles World says, I never met the Harveys. I was introduced to them a couple years back on another channel, NTL Vlogs. Yeah. I hadn't seen NTL Vlogs on lately. Of course, now I haven't been on YouTube much either. Dan the Mountain Man says, I've been craving a milkshake. I had a milkshake yesterday, actually, Dan. Yeah, it takes you over to 129, Highway 129. That's right, Ed. DP says, what has happened to NTL? Well, see, there you go. DP's like me. I mean, it ain't been that long ago that I saw him on a live show, but they probably just taking a break on doing videos. Who knows? I mean, everybody's different. I mean, I know I take breaks from YouTube, and that's just because there's other stuff I want to do. That's just me, though. Leslie says, we're the same nutty people we were then at Ningles World. Ningles World says, heck, I never met you, Jeff. I have tried twice now. Yeah, I know it. We're going to have to try to meet up sometime or another. And Leslie says, NTL moved to the Boondocks and don't hardly ever vlog anymore. That's right. I forgot about that. That's right. Missy says, NTL hasn't posted much. I follow them too. My cousins is friends with them. And Larry says they moved away. And Dan says, I miss NTL lives walking around. Yeah, I know it. I used to watch him too when they was live here. And then Ed's saying that he thinks they went off grid. Yeah, I mean, they didn't really go off grid, but they don't do like they used to. And DP says, their trip, I've missed them. And I got a couple motorcycles pulling in. I got to plug my phone up too. It needs life support. Give me 1 second here because it's going to shake a little bit because where my darn gimbals broke on me. But the phone needs life support. Lord, I hope I don't mess this view up. All right. We got life support. Let me try to fix the camera back. That cord's trying to make the view turn. Wait a minute. I need to do that, I guess. Lord have mercy. Here we go, Gary. Another fiasco, because now where I've had to plug my phone up, it's going to act on me. Let me try that. And I apologize for all the moving. And I'll get caught back up on the chat here in a minute, hopefully. Come on, there we go. All right. Let's see what I missed. Hold on a minute. Okay, there's Linda says, Lisa and I want to know what time we're all chatting tonight. And if you're gonna cruise tonight, no, I won't cruise tonight, Linda, but I am. Excuse me. I'm not gonna cruise tonight, but I am gonna go up to this other view that looks over Maryville, or Maryville. That's how you're supposed to say it. So we can see the lights. I'm just waiting for it to get dark. Larry says, I miss them too, Dan. They loved our kids, and they loved me, of course. Love me too, of course. And Dan says, Michael is one of the reasons I make videos. And see, I met them one time, I think. No, I don't know if I've met them in person. I don't think I've met them in person. But I've been on there. I used to be on their live shows, though, when they were live. Missy says, that's cool, Dan. And Ningle says, me too, Dan. DP says, Dan, they are really people. They are real people. I like that. And Laser says, they were our buddies. We were on several of their older vlogs. Was pretty close to them. It's sad that we never hear from them anymore. We have new buddies, though. Yeah, that's right. We're all the time making new friends. Ningles World says, I just need to learn to talk to myself. And yeah, Gary says, Fiasco number 2. Dan says he played mini golf with them. And Jimmy says, I'm back, buddy. Had a phone call. Hey, that's no problem, Jimmy. Larry's saying hey to Jimmy. And that's what I say. I know things come up. Things happen. People's going to come in and out. It's no big deal. So I say, I know we're all waiting on it to get dark so we can go see what Maryville looks like lit up at nighttime. Linda says, on my CB radio days, I met a lot of nice people. Right. I remember doing that, Linda. Lord have mercy. That's way back when. Virginia says, welcome back, Jimmy. Leslie says, me too, at Ningles. I did get in less trouble that way. That NTL Vlogs. It's Nathan. I can't remember what his wife's name was, Leslie, so you have to help me out. Virginia says, I belong to a CB club. Breaker, yeah. Breaker 19. I know some of y'all gonna know that. I wished William was in here because I know he still does the CB radios, I'm sure, or whatever it is they use now in the trucks. Ningle's laughing at Leslie. Oh, it's Michael and Becca Jordan. Okay, got you. I don't know why I thought his name was Nathan. Who the hell am I thinking of that's named Nathan then? It says Rebecca. Cindy says thanks. Yeah, I messed that up big time. Yeah, Ningle, Micah and Becca. And Ed says, I like this better than CB so you can see who you're talking about. That's true. That's true, Ed. Larry says, we learn something new every live stream about Virginia. Talking about the CB days. Linda says, Lisa thinks I'm sharing my age now. I met some funny trucksters. Jimmy says, get together. And Missy says, never too late. Is there? Oh, no, is there? Okay, gotcha. Never too late. That's right. I forgot about that. Okay, yeah. Maybe that's where I was getting confused. Ningles World, sorry. That's right. You're Nathan. I got to try to remember, because where I've gotten used to all y'all, I try to remember everybody's name. So I got to bury Ningles World. That's Nathan, as far as his name. So I do apologize. Definitely apologize. DP Mark says, I had a CB back when I was 10 years old, back in the 70s, talking to truckers. It was a good time. Yeah, I remember pinging people across states with my CB, and we just talk. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of just like how we're doing now, except like Ed was saying, you couldn't see who you're talking to. But I definitely did that for the longest time. I can't remember what my handle was. I have no idea. I cannot remember what I called myself back then. For some reason, I cannot recall that. I might try to ponder on that and see if I can remember. Gary says, "Who remembers their CB call letters?" And hey, Natalie, hey, thanks for coming in. Yeah, the NDT show. Yeah, that's what it was. The NDT show. That's who I was getting it confused with instead of NTL Vlogs. The NTD, you're right, is Nathan. That's where I was getting confused. So the NDT is who I think I was talking about. But anyhow, I'm gonna start confusing myself. Virginia is just getting more and more amazing to me. That's what Missy's saying. Dan said, yeah, I've already read. Let's say I read that. Leslie says Nathan was also DJI's name. That's right. I knew that. But yeah, I knew I wasn't talking about DJI though. Hey Pam, PB on the go. Hey, thanks for coming in. Virginia says I'm so old. I've done all kinds of things. And Leslie saying hey to Pam. Missy says, what was your handle, Virginia? And yeah, I knew you meant lots of things, Virginia. Oh, heck, Gingerbread. Her name was Gingerbread. Maid Marian. Okay, Linda says her handle was Maid Marian. Now, I can't remember what mine was. I do not remember. PB saying hey to Leslie. Hey, David C. Perkins. Hey, thanks for coming in. I still have a CB in my car. I am licensed ham operator. Well, that's cool. Fred and Connie saying hey to Pam. Leslie says, that's the cutest handle, Virginia. And Ed says, oh no, Jeff, you can't remember your handle. Hell no, I can't, Ed. I'm sitting here struggling. DP says, I was a little man. I can't remember anything else. And Missy says, was Little Beaver. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, I knew when you said Little Beaver, I knew I was already thinking of Smokey and the Bandit. Virginia says, thanks, Leslie. Cindy's saying, hey. Larry, she's talking to Pam. Larry says, mine was horny goat weed. Larry. Larry. Missy says, Linda, I like that. John says, Lord have mercy's jumping. John says, good evening, everybody in chat from a very rainy Columbus, Ohio. Yeah, everybody's been asking. About accidentally put somebody in timeout or something, but I got it fixed. Everybody been asking about you, John. You're in here now. That's the main thing. PB's talking to Cindy. Zeke says, good evening, Jeff. For some reason, I didn't get enough. Well, that's all right, Zeke. I appreciate you coming in. Says, there's John. Hi, John. And then Ningles World's Nathan's laughing at Larry or saying bad. Never mind, he's not laughing. He's going bad. And Missy says, David, that's awesome. Cindy says, mine was Bionic Blonde. The Bionic Blonde. That's pretty good, Cindy. And Ed saying hey to John. Everybody saying hey to John. Jimmy says, come on, Rubber Ducky. And Missy's saying to Virginia that she loves that handle. And PB says, I've, I've been behind on Fear the Walking Dead too. Okay, yeah. I'm so far behind on the Fear of the Walking Dead, it's crazy. I still gotta get caught up on the Walking Dead, the original part. I hadn't even seen the last season and the season finale. Everybody saying, "Hey, Dan says I need to go to work on my video now." See, hey Dan, hey, I appreciate it coming in. Yeah, go do what you need to do, bud. I'll still be on for a little while because we're waiting on it to get dark. Virginia says, Missy, that's Steam from my nickname That stemmed from my nickname when I was younger. Everybody saying bye to Dan. John says it's supposed to rain here all night. It's 57, very chilly, definitely not pool weather. Everybody's telling Dan good night. And Cindy says, I hear you, Pam. Just Pilling says, what is happening at dark? Oh, we're going to change views. We're going to change views, Just Piddling. Larry says, I've never seen one episode of The Walking Dead. Man, I love The Walking Dead, Larry. Jimmy says, you can call me anything you want, just don't call me late for supper. And Dan says, maybe it won't take too long and I'll catch you later. Hey, that's fine, Dan. It's no problem. I mean, you can always catch the rerun too if you don't make it back in time live wise. And that's up to you too. You don't have to even watch the rerun. Pam says, but to answer your question, Cindy, yes, I'm ready for Dead City. Hope it's good. Yeah, I saw where they're coming out with a new one. Starts this Sunday. Starts this coming Sunday, I believe. Is that right, Pam and Cindy? Missy's talking to Jimmy. Virginia's saying, hey, Zeke says we need another fire pit live. Yeah, the darn internet at the campground. Of course, they did put in a new router, so I might try it again at the campground. But I know last time I was live at the campground, it was going in and out, Zeke. Larry says, on Jeff's live stream, we get a second act of the show. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Just Pillin says, oh, okay, we are in town. Thought something was happening. We needed to see. Yeah, no. It's just going to be, I mean, it's up here on the parkway. It's just I'm going to show you the other direction. Like right now, we're looking towards the mountains. Of course, y'all know that. But when I go up here to this next one, you're going to be looking towards, I guess, Nashville, if you want to say. I mean, it's not Nashville, but you're going to be looking east instead of west somewhat. But it's all flat looking. But we want to see what it looks like at nighttime. None of us have, or I don't guess any of us has seen it at nighttime. I know I haven't seen it at nighttime. So this is going to be a first for me. Pam saying, hey, just Pam said, oops, needed to go see. Larry says, where'd you go, Blaine? Jimmy's saying, hey, okay, yeah, this Sunday. I thought I saw that. The Dead City starts this Sunday. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that too, see if that's any good or not. Leslie says, I'll bet I know where Blaine went. He started talking about washing that beaver and got an idea. Just Pillin says, oh, got you. And Larry says, that nasty boy. Blaine says, we will see what trouble Negan causes, Pam. Yeah, I know it. I got to where I like old Negan. As far as the point that I'm at as far as with The Walking Dead. Like I said, I'm a whole season and season finale behind. PB saying, hey, Ningles World says, Leslie, I started something. And Leslie's laughing. And I'm caught up now with the chat. Take a... Because this, y'all can... See, I went to Wendy's. Now, Virginia says never watched it. Oh, y'all can see Tootsie right here. Yeah, she's been up. She's been looking out the window. One of them bikers was here talking. Like somebody way down yonder with their lights on pointed this way. Of course, not bother me because it's still daytime. Yeah, look here. She's looking at me. I'm looking in the corner of the phone here because I can see her. There you go, DB. Yeah, I showed her earlier. Starting to get a little dark, but still not dark enough yet. So I say it's going to be after 9 o'clock. So we're going to be on for what we've been on an hour now. So what is it? 8:30, around 8:30 or so. Yeah, no, she's not, Leslie. That thing's been wide open the last 3 or 4 days, something like that. I know, well, since last week sometime. Today's Tuesday, so yeah, it's been since last week sometime. Because I even shot a video. I done a little short video. Because some of y'all, I'd missed comments in here. And some of y'all was asking about Tootsie. She's laid back down now. Some of y'all was asking about Tootsie. And I'd missed the comments. And yeah, she's been up all day, Natalie. But I'd missed some of the comments. And so that's why I put up that little short video of her. So all y'all could see her and see how she was and all that good stuff. Let's see. Okay, that's where Leslie, Virginia says Tootsie was to know why she didn't get. I think Virginia's saying Tootsie wants to know why she didn't get a drink. Yeah, she can't drink Coke, Virginia. At least I don't think she can, and I'm not gonna try it. Tootsie, she's been up all day today. Fred says Tootsie's eye is looking a lot better. Thank you, Fred. And thank you, Nangle. Yeah, she's looking good. DP says, are you staying at the campground? Yeah, I'm still at the campground, DP. Missy's talking to Fred. She thought today was Wednesday. Missy, I get my days mixed up sometimes. DP saying, hey to Fred and Connie. Oh, water, got you. Yeah, but I saw that TS though, Virginia, where it says was TS, and then I finally figured it out that that you were meaning to put want right there. Wants to know why she didn't get a drink. Fred saying hey to DP, and DP's giving a thumbs up. And I'm back caught up with the chat now. I'm kind of looking forward to this though. I'm curious to see how much of the lights that we're going to get to see. Leslie, to be honest with you, I don't know if I need to tell that or not. I don't know if they want people knowing as far as how long they're going to be here. I didn't even think to ask him if I could even tell that. And of course, that's just because we were jawing about off the wall stuff and the food that we was eating and just whatever we could talk about. PB says good night. Gotta go. Hey Pam. Hey, thanks for coming in. DP says I have to go. Y'all have a good night. Glad I got to chat with y'all. Hey, thanks for coming in, DP. Missy says if anyone is Gilligan's Island fan or likes to have fun, trivia. Right. Yeah, tomorrow night's Gilligan's Island. He put that up Friday that it was going to be Gilligan's Island for tomorrow night. Ed says, Jeff, I think if I ever go see the Tree of Shame, that you're going to like it over there. Yeah, I don't really care. Like I said, I done that other road, but I just don't know if I want to go on the tail of the dragon or go to any of that mess. I mean, I get what you're saying. I just hadn't had a desire to do it yet. Leslie says, I knew you'd say that. You're very good with people's private info. I try to be, Leslie. I try to be. You know, if I think it's something that if I definitely get told not to tell something, I don't tell it. And then if it's something that I think that I shouldn't tell, then I try not to tell it either. I definitely try my best to be that way. So I appreciate that, Leslie. Fred says, thanks, Missy. Jimmy says, good night, PB, on the go. Have a blessed night. Dennis says, Tootsie is adorable. Wendy's is so good. Do you have a Burger King there? I'll be honest with you, Linda, I don't know if I've seen a Burger King here. Hell, I hadn't even really give it much thought because I'm not a big fan of Burger King. I don't know if there's a Burger King here or not, to be honest with you. I know we got McDonald's and we got Wendy's, got Taco Bell. They might be a Burger King down there on the Parkway, but I don't know. I can't say 100% because I'm not a Burger King fan. Virginia saying good night. David says, hey, yesterday I went on a 350-mile bike ride. Good Lord. I posted 3 little videos on my YouTube channel, and now I have a dozen subscribers. I'll have to check that out, David. I'll have to check that out. Matter of fact, I wonder. No, it won't let me because I'm live. It won't let me do it. But David, matter of fact, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm making myself a note to watch that. So I appreciate you reminding me about that. Larry says, no, he's not, Leslie. He told people I was off work today. I can't. Hey, Larry. Yeah, because now sometimes I will say stuff and then I have to sit there and think, wait, can I tell that or not? And now Larry's going to give me hell over it. He's not going to let me live that down. Lordy. I love how we can pick at each other. John says, one good thing up here in Ohio, we need the rain. It's been yeah, Leslie was saying the same thing, John, when I was talking to her earlier, that how it's been raining and that they needed it anyway. Leslie says, Larry, that is not private. And Leslie says, I know, Jeff, you haven't told any of my thousands of secrets. Okay, Larry. Hey, I appreciate that, Larry, because I did not know. I did not know if there's Burger Kings here or not. So there's 2 of them. Leslie says there's one on the Parkway in front of No Way Jose's, and there is one on Veterans by Dollywood entrance. So there you go. The Harvey Fives have give y'all where the Burger Kings are as far as here in Pigeon Forge. They've quit going up though, John, as far as here. They've quit going. They finally held their prices, at least for the past quite a few months. But I mean, hell, everything's getting expensive. If you want to know the honest truth about it, I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean, Wendy's is getting expensive, but about anything else is too. I mean, matter of fact, here's a good example. I get my milkshake yesterday, and my buddy wasn't there, and the milkshake that I get is $11.06, tax and all. Hell, I ate at Wendy's a whole dang meal for less than that. I got the #1 combo for less than what the darn milkshake cost me. And I even told myself that when I was sitting there eating. David says, I appreciate it. I got to learn how to edit. Hey, yeah. David, as far as me-wise, though, I don't even worry about editing. I point, click, shoot, and then upload. I'm not even going to try to even fool with the editing part. But I get why you want to edit, though, also. I know I'm not going to start in on that. Missy's saying hey to John. Linda says, Lisa and I are from Massachusetts. Have you ever been to New England? No. The farthest north I've been, Linda, is New York City. That's the farthest north I've been. And then, like I said, I've been to Cincinnati, Ohio. But as far as north, that's the 2, I guess, northern parts of the United States that I've been to. But I'm going to try to get up, like, towards Maine and all that maybe one of these days. But it won't be this year. Ninglesworth says, I will check your channel out, David. I got 70, I think. I have over 1,000 on TikTok. Well, there you go. Nathan's going to check you out too, David. And Ed says, I love Burger King Whopper, but I don't like the 1,250 calories that comes along with it. And I can understand that, Ed. Virginia says, Linda, my brother used to live in Woburn. I think that's how you say that. Jeremy says, Impossible Whopper is good, Ed. And John says, I went to Wendy's the other night and got a small combo #1 and it cost $9.14. Yeah, I got the medium and it was 1061. As far as what it was here, John. And that's why I say, though, that was still less than what the milkshake cost me. And hell, I got, a meal out of it. Blaine says, yeah, it cost us about $22 to eat at Wendy's. And Ningles World says, I can go live on TikTok, but nowhere close on YouTube. Hey, Ningles World, if you've got 70 subs, you ought to be able to go live now, Ningle. I think all you got to have is 50 now to go live, Nathan. I think all you got to have is 50 subs now to go live on YouTube, unless they've changed it again. So you might want to try it. You might want to look into it, because last October's when I first realized I could go live. I sat down and tried it, and I was like, oh, hell, I can go live, and didn't even know it. Missy says, Junior Bacon Cheeseburger shrunk, but the price went up. I can understand that too, Missy. Blaine says, I'm about to edit a video as we speak. And Leslie says, there you are, Blaine. We were talking smack about you. Yeah, if you wasn't in here, Blaine, they said that you were cleaning the beaver. Linda says, hi, Virginia. Walburn is about 10 miles away. We live near Salem. If you or Jeff want to meet up, Larry, thanks for the update on Burger King. It's expensive. And Nathan says, oh, really? And yeah, you check into that, Nathan. Go down there and hit that little plus button if you're on your phone or whatever, and hit that go live. It'll let you know. It'll let you know if you can go live or not. Lady says, you mean we could go live? Crap, I've been missing out on this whole time. missing out this the whole time. Leslie, you and Larry used to go live. I wish y'all still would go live. We'd have another channel to chat on. And I think it was Cindy. Cindy, I got your message, and I appreciate that. Missy says, I love Burger King's onion rings. Don't judge me. No, I'm definitely not going to judge as far as me. But I know what you're meaning there. Blaine says, I was listening, so you got lucky I was busy, Leslie. No, I'm not cleaning the beaver tonight. I might make it a different story tomorrow night. And then Leslie's letting Missy know that she loves Burger King. And Leslie's laughing at Blaine. And John Esper's going to retype whatever it is he typed. Yeah, tomorrow's hump day, Blaine. That's what Larry's saying. Boy, that sun went down and it did cool off now. I mean, hell, the other night I had to cut the heat on. I mean, we're in June. And I'm having to cut the heat on to knock the chill. I mean, that's just crazy. Don't make sense. John says, what I heard Burger King is closing a lot of their locations across the country. I hadn't heard that, John, but I have heard where Cracker Barrel is closing some across the country. I have heard that, but I hadn't heard that about Burger King. Of course, like I say, though, I don't keep up with Burger King, though, either. But that's just me. It's all that global warming, Jeff. Yeah, I know it, Leslie. That dang global warming. I'll tell you what, we got to watch out for that global warming. This place has been through a daggum ice age and thawed out. Of course, it was before our time, but still yet. That climate change mess, I ain't even going to get into that. All that does is get me riled up for no reason. Yeah, Lordy. I mean, it's just, I love to hear some of them weather people talk. I love it. For some of the things they say, I just sit there and laugh. And the same goes for the news, too. I mean, I'll sit there. Yeah, I still watch the news, but it's only because I just sit there and laugh. Because it's crazy at the stuff that they say. Oh, I ain't nowhere near upset, Larry. David says we'll probably still be in the ice age if it wasn't for cows. That's right. That's right, David. Linda says, remember the first time I came into the live stream and I thought so people were having a love connection. Yeah, I thought some people were having a love connection. Yeah, I know it. I know it, Linda. That's what I say. I know that's why all my regulars have got blue wrenches, because everybody that comes in here all the time, they know and understand all of us, and we know what we can get away with and what we can't. Because there is stuff that we've said to each other that I'm sure other people that don't know us and that don't come in and chat though, but they're be like people watching now that's just watching, that don't even have an account or anything like that, but they're watching. They're gonna be like, these people are crazy. I want you to look. That one's probably doing that one. That one's probably running off with that one to go live a life. There's no telling what people would think about us in here. We're definitely a dysfunctional family, but that's what I like though. I like we can get around with each other. But like I say though, the majority of y'all that's in here know how we uh, play around and pick around, and hell, we're just in here to have fun. Oh, hey, good night, Jimmy. Hey, thanks for coming in. Virginia says our Burger King was here one day and gone the next. Employees went to report it for work, and it was closed up tight, no warning. Really? Dang. Leslie says, I get mad when I see the news, so we don't watch it here at this house. I don't need any more reasons to get angry. Well, that's the thing, Leslie. You got to get it in your head to not let it get you angry. You just start laughing at it. You just start laughing at it. That's what I do. That's what I do. I just get it in my head like, you know, they're stupid type deal. Nathan says, Jeff, you need to cross over to Cherokee and get on the Blue Ridge Parkway and head east to Haywood County day trip. When I go over to Cherokee, I know I go through that way. I haven't been on the Parkway, but I know what you're talking about. I hadn't been on that part of the Blue Ridge Parkway, but I have went through Haywood County. Because I've been to. I haven't been to downtown uh, Bryson City, but I've been by it, and of course I've went through the Nantahala, because that's that day I took a day trip and went through Nantahala, and then took that road that I can't never pronounce right or remember how to say, but it's that Sherrall Skyway or however you say it. That it's kind of like the Tail of the Dragon, but it's the other road, and you come out in Talco Plains over in Tennessee and stuff. I made one great big circle like that. 11 miles worth of driving, and yeah, Tootsie was with me also. That was a fun day. I left out at 7 o'clock that morning and rolled back in home at 6 o'clock that evening. We just took a day trip. Matter of fact, that was not long after Mom had passed away when I did that. Just me and Tootsie went for a ride. Let's see. Virginia's saying good night to Jimmy. Yeah, across it. Right. I knew what you was meaning, Nathan. Ed says good night, Jimmy. Hey, Eric and Brittany and the kids are in here. What's up, brother? I'm up here on the Foothills Parkway at the moment. And I appreciate you coming in, Eric. Leslie says, I have a love connection in here. I think we all do. Larry says, if Leslie gets any angrier, she'll blow a head gasket. Well, he's saying a dang gasket, and then I said head gasket. Leslie says, that one's probably doing that one quote of the night. And Ed says, someday I would really like to go to the Blue Ridge Parkway. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty neat. I haven't drove it all as far as the Blue Ridge Parkway, but I've been on over where I live. I've been on quite a bit of it, as far as in that neck of the woods. Virginia's saying hey to Smoky Mountain family. Eric and Brittany. Uh, Eric saying hey back to Virginia. Gary saying hey to Eric. Eric saying hey Gary. David says I have rode the Blue Ridge Parkway 2 times. Really? The whole thing? Well, that's cool, David. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, I'm up here on the parkway on the part that takes you over to the Tail of the Dragon and, Highway 129. I'm getting ready to change views, though, Eric. I'm going on up the road once it gets dark enough or just a little bit darker. And then we're going to look at Maryville, or Maryville, is the way I need to say it. And we're going to see if we can see how good the lights, see how good we can see the lights. Because that's definitely going to be a first for me. And Larry says, well, there's Eric. And Virginia says, have any of you been on the Skyline Drive? Yeah, that's the one. It's like Sherrall Skyline. I know what you're talking about, Virginia. That's the one that I've done. That's the one that me and Tootsie did that day. But I can't never pronounce it right as far as that C word. Ed says, David, I bet that was awesome. John says, has anybody been on the latest? Has anyone seen the latest Smoky Mountain Follies videos? No, I hadn't. Jeremy saying hey to Eric. David says, Ed, you see it something different every time. And Ed saying hey to Eric. Eric says Water Rock Knob is awesome. Okay. I guess that's what that's called where I'm going to go next, I guess. I'm not real sure. That might be what he's talking about there. Angie says hey to Smoky Mountain family. Saying hey to Jeremy. Ed saying I would like to walk the Appalachian Trail, but I know that's not going to happen. Yeah, me neither, Ed. Scott, hey, buddy. I guess you're at work tonight, Scott. Eric says, my boo Larry's in here with his famous cod, I see. Larry says, it's about time you got here, Scott. You're late. No, he's not late, Larry. Now, it's a bad word, Larry. Hey, William. Hey, go up and watch the sun go down. Okay, yeah, I'm going to get ready and head that way, William. It might already went down by now, though. We might already missed that part. Larry says, I don't go anywhere without it, Eric. Now, that C word is the quote of the night, right? And then everybody's saying, hey, I'm trying to get caught up, and then that way we can go up the road here. Scott's saying, I know, Larry, work takes up more and more time every day. Yeah, stupid work. Everybody's saying hey. All right, I'm caught up. All right, we're going to go up here. Now, it probably will buffer. So, giving you a heads up right quick, because it does go in and out. Y'all experienced that the other week when I came up here on that Friday when I tried to move. So, I know it's going to do it, but I'm going to get to that next overlook, and we'll watch it turn dark over there. So y'all talk to each other. But I know I'm going to miss some of the comments. I got to make sure I cut my... I'm on the hill, too. I had to put... Yeah, you're right, Eric. It is. This new phone has made it a lot easier for me, though. As far as... Uh-oh. This new phone's definitely made it a lot easier for me. But where my gimbal, see, there's my gimbal, and that thing has messed up where it won't hold my phone anymore. So now I'm going to have to hold my phone till we get up here and I can prop it. Yeah, the new phone's definitely done wonders. You're right, Ed. It's definitely done wonders. So just bear with me. Yeah, number 3, Gary, that's right. Number 3. Remember, I can't have a live show without a fiasco. Virginia says prayers for Lisa, so I've missed something. Oh, it's nice. Ever since they've repaved this, it's nice. That's for sure. I forgot about that overlook right there that faces the mountains. I think Leslie said they had to get a new gimbal for Macy. I'm trying to watch y'all's comments. Putting these windows up because it's a little chilly now. Like I said, it was 79 earlier, but it's already down to 70. At least the car's saying 70. Eric's saying hey to John. I did see that. Larry says, a gimbal for Macy? When did she start vlogging? I'm gonna lay his phone right here so it won't shake as bad. Got it propped up on my dash. Leslie's talking to William. Well, I know I'm missing comments, and I apologize. That's because I'm driving. Virginia said she had to order a new pool pump today. Yeah. Well, and that's what's crazy, Virginia. If you own a home, it's definitely a never-ending battle. There is something always needing to be done if you own a house. Always something to up here. I did take a little peek over to see what. There's definitely people down here at this one. Yeah, I know it buffered. I gotta remember to get out. Alright, let's see. Alright, how's the signal now? I'm gonna have, there's people here, so I'm gonna have to wait until I can get to where I can point the car straight, because this little spot's not as big. How's the signal, guys? Though it's okay to be off as long as you can get back on. I'm trying to get caught up. Virginia says, you're so right, Jeff. When he's talking about having a home and it's a never-ending battle. Yeah, William says, got to go to Macy's to get a gimbal. Y'all were talking to each other, so I really didn't miss a whole lot. I scrolled back to make sure. Larry says, we had an in-ground pool, Virginia. It wasn't fun to upkeep. Yeah, right. Pools will bankrupt your hind end if you don't watch it. Daggum, having a pool buddy is an expensive thing to have. William says, give it a minute like you did last time. Natalie says, good. Okay, good. All right. Lady says, Virginia, we had an 18 by 36 in-ground for 12 years, and she doesn't miss it. Nathan says it's better. William says, you might have to get out, but that sky's pretty. Wow That Sky. Virginia says, Larry, we had ours put in 1986. Many dollars have been spent, but I enjoy it. I got a car over here beside me, so I don't know. And seeing right in front of me, sort of kind of the handicap parking. Let me try to swing around and sort of maybe come in from behind him, and then that way I can be able to prop my phone, because I'm gonna get tired of holding this phone. I'll just be honest with you. So bear with me for a minute. I know it might buffer again. All right, let's see what I can do right here. I do have my tripod with me, but that still won't do me any good though, because my gimbal's messed up. Let's see what. Of course, I get my lights to cut off, so it don't. All right, let me see what I can do here. What I can rig up here. My lights will go off here in just a minute. But that's Maryville that we're looking at right now, and I'm trying to get it to where y'all can see it better. Lord, I gotta clean my windshield. Lord, come on. Just bear with me a second. I'm trying to get this to where it'll wedge between the. Now, why'd my lights come back on? All right, there we go. I think I'm gaining on it. I know it, Larry. I apologize. Thank you, Virginia. Hey, how's the signal right quick? Linda says, we had an in-ground pool that maybe couldn't afford to keep up. My husband and daughter put in 12 fish in the pool over a few years ago, and now there's about 200 goldfish there. Nice view, Jeff. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, this is the other view that we all been waiting on. Yeah, God made that sky for us, that's for sure. Thank you, Natalie. So the signal's coming in good. Okay, thank you, Leslie. Oh, never mind. I know, I think my headlights. That's the darn truck that's pulled up beside me. Ningle's talking to Larry. Says I couldn't even fit one. I couldn't even fit in one of those. I'd get in, all the water would come out. William says, this is the one of the Joy's Trucking. Y'all sunrise. This is one of the joys of trucking, y'all. The sunrise and the sunsets. Yeah, that's right. Pam says, beautiful sky. Leslie says he likes to show off his artwork, doesn't he, Missy? And Larry's laughing at Nathan. Angie says, beautiful view. Thanks, Jeff. You're welcome, Angie. Well, I appreciate all y'all being in here. There's nobody around now. Scott's saying hey to Angie. I want to try to, because there's more lights to the left right here. So I want to try to see if I can move the phone just a little bit and it still stay up. And then I guess I could, now that dude's gone, I guess I could get a little bit straighter. Larry says, I feel like singing. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset. If that's a song, though, I don't know that song. If that's an actual song. I know when the sun goes down. I do know that song. Roll my window down. Oh, cut the radio off. Angie saying hey to Scott. Nathan says, true story. Our honeymoon, we had one of those heart-shaped tubes. Short story, I flooded our cabin. Jeez. And Scott says, trouble here at work. And guess who gets a call? Guess who gets to call maintenance in? Yep. They're gonna be so happy with me. Nathan just made me laugh. That's what Leslie's saying. Well, at least I only lost that signal for just the least little bit, and of course it was in the same area. As far as I'll take my seatbelt off too. Lord have mercy. I don't need to have it on cutting into my big old belly. I'm not going nowhere, Toots. I'm not going nowhere. Larry says we had to refill the hot tub in our cabin a few weeks ago. Did you really, Larry? Or are you just joking? Because I think you're just joking. I know y'all got in the hot tub. Scott says, hey, Jeff, I said we need to go to the... I say we need to go to the Brown Mountain Lights. Right, yeah. I'll have to check the signal. That's back at home where Scott's talking about. Because I've thought about that. And there's actually, Scott, there's another view just like this up there at Elkin. And I think you know where I'm talking about. Off of Highway 21. I was going there one night, on a Tuesday. And the weather messed me up. But I was going to go show that view. Off of Highway 21. Up there near Elkin. It's just pretty much just like what we're looking at here. But we're getting to enjoy this view though. Larry says, does anyone remember that song? I don't, Larry. Linda says, Candace is really laid on coming in. She must be busy. Well, remember, Linda, as far as saying late, we don't say late on here because no one's ever late. No one's ever late in my channel. Anybody can come and go as they please. No one's ever late. No one's ever early. You just pretty much come and go as far as in my channel. So I've always said that late's a bad word. Let's see, I'm trying to get caught up on the... Later says, me and Larry put too many bubbles in the hot tub once in a hotel room and had to scoop them out with an empty pizza box to put in the shower to get really. Now, I believe that to be a true story, Leslie. I could see that happening. And Virginia says, I do, Larry. And Scott says, yeah, I sure do. That's an amazing view. Yeah, it is, Scott. It is. And I'm one of these days I'll get to show that one too. Missy says, Leslie, oh my gosh. Larry says, no, I'm serious. The kids and my mother-in-law was already in the hot tub. We all got in and all the water came running over. I'm figuring you was being true about that, Larry. Because I know y'all, I think Leslie took a picture of when it was just you and the kids, though, in the hot tub. But I know what you're meaning. Because that can happen. You get too many bodies in there, it'll definitely raise the water. Between me and my buddy at home's got a hot tub. And between me and him, when me and him get in, it raises the water. And, of course, it's like with anything else. Your water level is going to go up. You don't have to be a great big person for it to happen. You can be a little video thing, and it's still going to raise some. William says, no, Larry, sing it for us. And Scott says, have you ever seen the Brown Mountain Lights? I have, Scott. I just haven't went live from there. Larry says, thanks, Virginia. Leslie thinks I'm crazy because she's never heard that song. And right quick, on a side note, where Scott's talking about the Brown Mountain Lights and all that other stuff. See, my buddy at home too, he says, you ought to go live up there in the what we call the gorge as far as back home where I live, not the gorge that I drive through. Well, I might as well I shouldn't say the gorge really, but Wilson's Creek area, and show all y'all the Wilson's. But I know my phone, and I don't know whose phone or service carrier would get a signal up in there, because that's what I told him. I mean, I'd have to do a video. I wouldn't be able to go live because you're in the woods, out in the boondocks. But trust me, I'm always trying to think up of different things to do and to show. Let me get caught up with you guys. Larry says, thanks, Virginia. Leslie thinks I'm crazy because she's never heard of that song. Missy says, Leslie made an excellent memory and story to tell, though. Or made an excellent memory and story to tell, though. Virginia says, it actually is a song, Leslie. And Nathan says, Leslie, honeymoon night, I was moving furniture and placed the rugs on the deck, used all the towels, and used a broom as a squeegee out the back door. Good Lord. Linda says, Larry William wants to hear more of the song Me Too Swiftly. And Leslie says, I did, Missy. That was 18 years ago. And Nathan says, we got it cleaned and cabin people never knew. Good memories. Larry says, that's all I know, Linda. Natalie says, I remember, Virginia. It was sung on the movie Fiddler on the Roof. Lord, I ain't seen Fiddler on the Roof, and I couldn't tell you when. And Missy says, and I've only seen it the one time. And Missy says to Leslie, oh my God, we married in 2005, 18 years, May 28th. And Larry says, we got married in 01. We've been married 76 years. Larry, you cracked me up. Oh, Lord have mercy. And I'm caught up with the chat. And if I missed anybody or missed anything that y'all want me to read, retype it for me. It just keeps me from having to scroll all the way back and then getting lost and all that good stuff. William says, I'll be back. I got to go listen to it. That's fine, William. And Leslie says, Larry's an idiot. And here we go. Leslie's back picking on her husband. I know it still kind of looks a little bright probably to y'all, but it's definitely starting to get darker. And those little lights down there, they're definitely twinkling. I can't really quote the movie because these lights are twinkling. At least that's what it looks like. And it's because all the heat's rising up, making it look that way, like they're twinkling. Missy says, my honeymoon, my husband put his butt cheek print on the mirror by the hot tub, hoping the maid clean to mirror or the next guest had a cute surprise. And Leslie says, Missy, that was back when they actually cleaned the rooms. Right. Yeah, Missy says the mirror. Yeah, I know you meant the mirror, Missy. And Linda says, Larry makes me laugh so hard, but that song was in Fiddler on the Roof. Ed says, can you see the McGee Tyson Airport? If I can, I couldn't tell you where it is, to be honest with you. I just know we're looking at Maryville, Ed. Maryville and what's that other town? Not Tacoma. Seymour. Seymour. I think you can see Seymour, a little bit of Seymour. I believe I'm telling that right. I tried to do a little bit of studying up, looking at Google Maps to kind of see what we were looking at. I know we're seeing Maryville, and I think it's Seymour is the other town that we're seeing too. Fred might could get on there and build a, because you can go on Google Maps and find this overlook, and then zoom out a little bit and kind of get an idea of what we're looking at. Virginia says, Larry, I Googled the origin of Sunrise Sunset. The movie was Fiddler on the Roof. Scott says, last time I was in a jacuzzi, Amber thought it would be a good idea to put and I quote, little bubbles in it. I had the trash can out of the bathroom and kitchen trying to catch bubbles. Good Lord. And Leslie says, Larry makes me laugh too. It's a good thing, otherwise I'd knock him out. And Larry says, I never knew that's in the movie it came from. And Leslie says, sounds exactly like our story, Scott. Glad we're not the only crazies. Larry says, bubbles and jacuzzis don't mix well together. Leslie says, actually, Larry, they mix very well. And William says, Amber made them herself. William's remembering that story that Scott and Amber told when they came back from the cruise. Or, as a matter of fact, let me recall. Was it on your way back? No, it was on your way to the cruise on the airplane. If I'm telling that wrong, Scott, correct me. You know, Amber's story. Was that when y'all was coming? That wasn't when y'all was coming back. That's when y'all were going. Because when you came back is when the other story happened. Which I won't tell that. You know, for the ones that want to know that story, just go to Kicking It Country's channel. And you can see it. I'll let him tell it. And Kicking It, Scott's laughing at Larry. And Scott says, yep, I know exactly what Leslie and Larry are talking about. And Leslie says, I've never met Scott and Amber, but they definitely seem like my kind of people. Oh, hey, Leslie, you'd like them. You'd love them, Leslie. I've met him quite a few times. I got to see Scott here not too long ago. I did get to see Scott here not too long ago. Yeah, Scott and Amber's fun. Well, it got quiet. It's getting dark, and it got quiet. Maybe a bear will come out or something. Of course, if it does, I won't be able to see it. Oh, there's a bright light that came on. Did y'all see that bright light come on? Oh, now it's back off. I don't know if that's car lights or what that was. I guess it was a car, because now it's gone completely. Scott says, on our way to Tampa. Yeah, Amber shit the place full. On our way back, I left our keys on the ship. Bad day both days. Yeah, I know, bless your heart. That's why I say I was going to let you tell the story. Undoubtedly, Amber let one rip on the airplane. Undoubtedly, I mean, like I said, you just have to go to his videos because they tell it a whole lot better than I can tell it. But then, bless his heart, he left his keys on the ship, and he didn't know it till after he had already got back home. And because I was meeting up with them to eat, and he calls me, he says, I got bad news. He says, I have left my car keys on the boat. I was like, you're joking. He says, I am dead serious. I said, well, hell, do I need to come get y'all? You know, because I was already not far from him to begin with, but he got it all worked out, so that's the main thing. But yeah, bless his heart. I mean, he's You know, that's all true stories. All right, I'm caught back. Let's get back where I was at. Lady says, I'm not funny, but Larry makes up for my awkwardness by being hilarious. You are too funny, Leslie. Larry says, I want to meet Scott, but I don't want to meet Blaine. He ain't my kind of Larry. William says, try putting dish detergent in dishwasher bubbles. Yeah, in a dishwasher, bubbles everywhere. Yeah, yeah, you're right, William. Of course, I don't ever have to worry about that. I wash dishes by hand, and I don't care to wash them by hand because I know they're clean when I do it myself. Scott says we definitely need to get the Harvey Fives and the Hicks together. Blaine says, hey, I'm back. Virginia says, we were in a hotel that had a steam shower. It took so long to work that looked like I looked for a camera because I thought we were on candid camera. Bless your heart. Leslie says, Larry, Blaine caught you. Linda says, Leslie, you and Larry make a great couple. Jeff, do you ever have a meet and greet with you and Tootsie? Can we, wait a minute. Can we send any correspondence to you? Do you have a P.O. box? No, I don't have anything like that, Linda. I'm not looking to be, I guess, that type of YouTube channel as far as like doing the meet and greets and now granted, I'll meet anybody as far as that part goes. I just don't set up a meet and greet because I don't know what I'm doing from one day to the next. I'm at my point of life to where I just, I take it day by day. I don't really plan a whole lot. And as far as PO box goes, yeah, no, I don't have that. I've got I've got a mailbox, but it's a home address. Uh, but I mean, that's just how I am, Linda. I mean, I'm not even looking to trying to get monetized on YouTube or anything. I've got a small little channel with a small group of people that I've gotten to know and become friends with, and that's what I like. I really don't want my channel really even growing. If you want to know the honest truth, and yes, I will say that out loud because everybody that I talk to, I tell the exact same thing. I could care less how many views I get, how many subscribers I get, or any of that mess. None of that matters to me. I do this mess for fun. And the ones that all come in here to chat, that's, that's my enjoyment. I get to chat with you guys. We get to talk with each other. We get to know with each other. I enjoy things like that. But as far as the channel growing, if it does grow, it's going to do it on its own. You definitely won't catch me asking for anything or doing anything or wanting anything. I'm not geared that way. That's not how I am. I do this for enjoyment and to where y'all can enjoy it too. That's what I like doing. I hate starting to get a little darker and darker. Of course, it looks brighter on my phone. I don't know how dark it looks for y'all, uh, but the lights are definitely showing up more and more. All right, I gotta get caught up with you guys because I sat there and rambled, and that's the thing that I hate the most is because I wished I had somebody like Denise, Dry Creek Home Collections, Denise. I wished I had somebody like her, or like Miss Marie, or Leslie, or somebody of that nature. Where I had somebody here to read the chats for me because it'd be a whole lot easier on me to keep up with what everybody's saying. That's the only hard part, and I guess I don't really want to call it aggravation, but because it's not. But I know if I had somebody, if Tootsie could read, it would make this even better. it would make my channel even better for me because I can keep up with y'all chat a lot. I think I'm not sure, Blaine. I think so. I'm not real sure. Let me get back here and get caught up with you guys. I mean, but like I said though, I know all them ones that I named or whatever. They're good with the chats. I mean, they stay on top of it. Just Stacy. With Josh and Stacy's YouTube channel. Stacy's good at it too. I mean, she is. Let's see. I'm getting scrolled back here, trying to get caught up. There's where Virginia thought it's candid camera. All right, right there. Blaine says they need to cruise with us, Scott. Talking about Larry and Leslie. And then Scott says, "Hey Blaine, yes they do." Natalie says, "Jeff, windows up, doors locked." Well, there ain't nobody around right now. I don't feel too threatened at the moment. I'm paying attention. Missy says, "I agree with Linda. I love the banner with Larry and Leslie. My hubby and I do that too. I can't have him on here. He'd get us all canceled." Leslie says, "Missy, I bet he's a hoot." Virginia saying hey. Larry saying thanks. Natalie saying hey. Blaine says, "Come on, everyone, meet us all in Pigeon Forge." Yeah, see, right there, Blaine's having a meetup. So there you go. If you want to go to a meetup, Blaine them's having one in October. And as far as I know, I'm going to be there too. So that way, if y'all want to meet me and Tootsie, it's October 2nd through the 8th. Virginia's, and I keep forgetting about that. And that's just because October's ways away. And me personally, I'm not in no hurry just because I got other stuff that I want to look forward to. And I want that it's already going by fast enough as it is. I mean, June is already dang near halfway over, and it just don't even feel like it. But that's what I'm meaning by that. That just time needs to slow down a little bit. But once October gets closer, we'll definitely be letting people know about that more and more. As far as what Blaine's got set up. Virginia's talking to Missy. Missy says, "You don't even know. I might send you his TikTok, maybe, probably not. He's a little wild." Linda says, Thanks, Leslie. So nice to have you in the chat and love seeing you and Larry cruising with Jeff and Tootsie. I wish I could meet you." Well, hey, Linda, you'll if you can be up around in October or whatever, you'll probably definitely get to meet me. Then. Larry says you can send any monetary correspondence to the Harvey Five. Leslie's laughing at Missy. Ed says, "I'm enjoying the heck out of this." David says, "I got good friends on YouTube. I never meet none of them. Or I've never met none of them." Yeah, I know it, David. I mean, even if you hadn't met everybody, and I hadn't met everybody, but I still consider y'all, family and stuff like that because y'all are always coming in here and we're getting to know each other. So I like that part too. Even though I might not have met you face to face, one of these days, it probably will happen. I mean, you never know. Larry says, "Us too, Ed." And Blaine says, "You have Tootsie." Yeah, Tootsie's in here. I've showed her a couple times, Blaine. Missy's talking to Virginia. It's fun to pick with each other. Not everyone likes that though. And that's true. I mean, not everybody's the same either. And I get that. I get that people don't like being picked on or picked at. Trust me, I understand that too. But there's picking and then there's picking. That's the key word, or the gray line area, if you want to call it. You kind of know, once you get to know somebody, you kind of know how you can pick, and then you know how not to pick. Let's see. Hang on a minute. Blaine says, dadgummit. Blaine says, is Dry Creek still there? Yeah, that's what I don't know for sure. I know they was in town. I don't know if they still are or not. Linda says, Jeff, thank you for answering some questions I had. Lisa had to go home. Okay. Well, you're welcome, Linda. I mean, I'll answer stuff the best way I can. Hey, Patrick. Hey, thanks for coming in. Larry says, you ain't kidding, Jeff. This live stream would be unbelievable if she read the chat. Right. Right. I mean, that's true. And Blaine says to Larry, he would have thousands here to see that. Yeah, I know. If Tootsie could read, oh my God, we'd all be flipping out. Look here, Natalie just took the words right out of my mouth. If Tootsie could read, you would not have anything to do with YouTube. No, I would have stuff to. Yeah, I knew she's meaning Tootsie. I would have something to do with YouTube because it would be flipping y'all out. If she could actually talk. William says, Sunrise, Sunset, that's a nerve-wracking song. That view got better. Hey, Dennis. Hey, buddy. Hey, thanks for coming in. I know y'all are camping. I know y'all got stuff going on. I appreciate you coming in. I just now, not too long ago, got to this view here because I was showing the mountains earlier. As far as we waited till it sort of kind of started getting dark before I came up to here. Hey, Candace. Yeah, everybody's been missing you, Candace. A lot of them's been asking, where's Candace? I said, well, she'll be in when she is able to come in. Because I can't remember now who it was said that you was late. I said, no. I said, you can't say late in here. I said, anybody and everybody, comes in whenever they can. And if they got to leave, they can leave whenever. They can pop in and out. I mean, my channel's pretty much easy to get along with. Gary's saying, hey to Dennis. Blaine says, shoot, we think October is a ways off, but time moves. That's right. Time flies by, Blaine. Really does. Leslie saying, hey to Dennis Jackson. Ed saying, hey to Candace. Virginia saying, hey to Dennis. Ed saying, hey to Dennis. Dennis says, hi, everyone. How's everyone tonight? Larry says, me and Leslie are having a Harvey 5 meetup. It's June 31st in the frozen food section at Walmart. Bring a covered dish. Lord have mercy. Yeah, good luck with meeting anybody on June 31st. Virginia's laughing. Zoom in a little bit. Okay, I can do that. But that's the thing though, William, where my gimbal is messed up. I'm afraid to move this darn phone much because I want y'all to kind of see like right there's that's Maryville. That's the Maryville. That's the main part of Maryville that we're seeing there. But that's why I hadn't zoomed in. Larry's saying hey to Dennis. Linda says, why is the channel Harvey 5 instead of Harvey 2? And I will let Leslie and Larry answer that if they want it told or not. Of course, it ain't really hard to figure out why it's called the Harvey 5. Candace says, hey, Ed. Blaine says, that's a perfect date. Talking to Larry. And Leslie says, Linda, we have 3 kiddos. There you go. That's how they get 5. Now, thank you, Candace. Larry says, I think so, Blaine. We'll even go to the candle section and have a candlelight dinner. And Leslie says, Larry, I'm not coming. And then Natalie says, zoom out, Jeff. Yeah, I did. I zoomed back out. And Larry says, I've heard that before, Leslie. And Leslie says, Larry. Virginia says, Larry. And then Candace says, oh my gosh, somebody missed me. Oh, thank you, Jeff. That makes me feel so good. And oh yeah, well, I mean, we all miss our regulars. You know, if they hadn't been in, or you know, we're not seeing them or something. And Blaine says, I hate those words, Larry. And Dennis says, we just now came in. It was getting cold outside, and Teresa's arm wasn't liking the cold. Oh, I bet not. I bet not, Dennis. Bless her heart. And then, hold on a minute, guys. I got to readjust here because I'm still having to hold this phone somewhat. And my back's killing me from where I've been leaning forward. Linda says, what happened with that picking situation Linda, I'm not getting into, I'm not going to get into any of that, because unless, if you know the story, there's no point in rehashing any of that mess. It is what it is. There's no point in rehashing it. I'm not even going to get into that, Linda. I apologize, but not going to get back into that. Everybody that knows, and if the ones that don't know, you don't need to know, because it don't affect nobody. It does not affect nobody one bit. I figured that's going to happen tonight, but that's all right, though. I've said my piece. I'm not going to rehash any of that mess. I'm not going to even talk about it. It is what it is. I've spoke my piece, and that's it. Candace says, yeah, I was watching Trump. Yeah, I know it. I've been seeing that mess on the news. Blaine says, we have squashed that combo. See, look at her. Blaine's already. And then Larry's laughing at Blaine. And then William says, right there. William says, where'd it go? Linda says, hi, Candace. It was me who missed you. Always like to chat. Larry says, there he goes again, spilling our secrets with the Harvey. Yeah, Lordy. Mingle says, Larry covered dish. Heck, with that, I'll get a microwave off the shelf and heat up some Stouffer's. Candace says, oh, thank you, Linda. Larry says, folding chairs will be provided, Nathan. Nathan says, outside lawn and garden with tiki torches. And Virginia's talking to Nathan. Thanks for subscribing to me, but I don't do anything. And Candace says, I don't want to know the drama. It makes me sad. And Missy says, I'll be down the 32nd of Junevember. anyone else be in town? Lynn says, sorry, Jeff, I was just making sure you moved on. Well, I mean, you don't even need to make sure on that. Because if you're in the know, you're in the know. If you're not in the know, then just don't worry about it. That's just all I'm saying. Like I said, I'm being as nice as I can and stuff. Let's see. But you ain't made me mad though, Linda. You're fine. You're fine. Just, leave it be though. Scott says, all right, y'all, maintenance is here now and I got to go to work, I guess. Well, hey, Scott, don't work too hard, buddy. Natalie says, what was that shadow, Joe? I missed the shadow. It's probably that bird. I did see a bird fly by. Virginia says, what'd you break, Scott? Scott's saying hey to Candace. Larry saying bye to Scott. Everybody saying hey to Scott. Natalie says, just kidding. And Candace is saying hey. Blaine says see you. Scott says gearbox on a transfer case, or on a transfer screw, Virginia. And Larry says, shoot, Missy, we're leaving the day before, the 31st. And Nathan says that, Missy, I'm hoping to be back in Septober. And Missy says, dang it, Larry. All right, I got to get me a drink of my Coke here. My mouth's dry as all get out. Scott saying good night to everybody. Hey, Scott, don't work too hard, buddy. And while y'all are in here, just so while I got all y'all in here, and I said this earlier, but I'm going to tell it again though, just for the ones that hadn't been in here when I did tell it. I won't be live next. Yeah, I know it. I'm parched reading all the comments, but that's fine, Leslie. I mean, that's all part of it. That's definitely why I don't want 100 people in here. It's all I can do to keep up with you guys. But I love it though. But anyhow, right quick, so I don't get behind on chat again. I'm not going to be live next Tuesday, but I will be live next week. I'm not going to tell what day yet, but I will give you guys a heads up. I will give you guys a heads up. I know it's probably going to be at a time that a lot of y'all won't be able to come in, but you can watch the rerun. But that's fine, though. But I just wanted y'all to know, though, that next Tuesday, though, I know I won't be live because I'll be live later that week. But I'll keep y'all updated. I'll try my best to keep y'all updated. Let me get back here. All right, lady says, Jeff, yeah, it's right there. And then Missy says to Nathan, I like that. Linda says, is Gary with the 2 R's in the chat? Yeah, he was in here. I don't know if he still is. He might just be listening. Leslie said he was, Linda. Not sure if he is now. And then William says, how about October? October. Ed says, he's not only reading them, he's answering them. Well, yeah, that too. Well, that's because I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. Look here. Look who's finally decided to show up. Amanda says, I see a Mars bar. Larry says, this would be, Missy's laughing and giving thumbs up. Larry says, this would be a pretty view during thunderstorms, seeing the lightning across. Yeah, it would. You're right about that. Lord have mercy, it just jumped from where I was at. All right, Candace says, I really miss your chats, Jeff. It's part of my routine. I appreciate that, Candace. I mean, I'm still going to do Tuesdays. Don't get me wrong. I'm just, like I was telling y'all before, I know I'm not going to go live every Tuesday, not at least while summer's in. I got other things I want to do. But now next week, though, it's because I know I'm going to go live later in the week. That's why I know I'm not going live next Tuesday. Amanda says, I was in Walmart. I saw people wearing pajamas. Well, yeah. You go to Walmart, you're going to see all kinds of crazy stuff. Zeke says, are you going to do the next concert? Are you going to do the next concert in the campground? To answer that, Zeke, no, that won't, not when they're having their next one. No, I won't be doing that. Gary says, I'm here. See, I told you, I figured Gary's in here because sometimes he just likes to listen and likes to look at the views and stuff. Leslie says, that's been going on for years, Amanda. And Leslie says, you're probably too young to remember that, though. And Blaine saying, hey to Amanda. And Missy says, there's old Amanda. Candace says, I got a red heart blocking my view. What is that, and how do I get rid of it? You can't. That's something YouTube added, Candace. That's if you're on your phone, because it only shows up on your phone. It's down there in the corner. I mean, I think it sends me hearts. I guess. I don't know. But that's YouTube. YouTube's done that, Lord. I scared Tootsie too. I told you. I'll be going shopping tomorrow. Get me a new gimbal. What is that, number 5 now, Gary? Fiasco? Lord, I gotta get caught up with the chat. Let me try to get this phone where I can be able to read the chat and it not fall again. Oh, Lordy. Well, that's the only thing I don't like, and I will definitely be honest, is if it starts aggravating me. I hate that. That's the part that will aggravate me. Let me get some light on in here. can't even find my dadgum buttons because I'm aggravated because my stupid gimbal broke right when I went live. My gimbal broke right when I went live. And that's one thing I don't like is aggravation. That's the reason I'm doing what I'm doing and where I've gotten to be in life. I got rid of aggravation because I hate it. I hate aggravation with a passion. Something's aggravating me, I get it handled and get it fixed. Or I actually call it headaches. All right. Hopefully, I can get back to chatting with you guys. Sorry for about all that. Fiasco number 5. All right. Let's see. Where was I at? Okay, Gary says I'm here. And then there we go. Missy says, sorry, there's Amanda. Okay. Well, I mean, we know what you meant, Missy, that you're just saying Amanda's here. Amanda says, I got a big bag of Three Musketeers. So that's where she's probably talking about the Mars bars. Leslie says, it's on mine too, Candace. I don't think you can get rid of it, of the dumb thing. Yeah. Because it does block some of the view. And then Candace says, okay, thank you, Leslie. I was like, what the hell? And Linda says, thanks, Harvey 5 and everyone. Jeff, what is going on for the 4th of July? I know you told us, but I forgot. Well, I hadn't really. The only thing I have told about the 4th of July is it's on a Tuesday. I'm going to be live, but I'm not going to be chatting with you guys because that night I asked if y'all wanted me to go live, but as far as chatting wise, I just wouldn't be chatting with you guys. I'd be just showing you what I'm seeing. Because I know I'm going to want to enjoy it. And like I said, I don't mind going live and y'all can be able to enjoy it with me. I just won't be chatting with you guys. So that's what the game plan is as far as July 4th, because I know it's on a Tuesday. I don't know that I've told what it is I'm doing, so I don't want to tell that. But I will be live, though, on July 4th. But it'll be to where y'all can just chat with each other or whatever, because y'all said that y'all would do that. I just won't be chatting, but I'll show y'all what I'm seeing. Blaine says, shoot, you are lucky to see pajamas on people and clothes at all. Yeah, as far as at Walmart. And Nathan's talking to Amanda, says, you will see the Harvey 5 meetup. We're having microwave stofers in the outside lawn and garden section. Yeah, and that's on June the 31st, Amanda, if you want to come meet up with us. Amanda says, yes, I'm a 90s, early 2000s baby. Missy says, Blaine, I've seen women, older ones in swimsuits at Walmart. Yeah, you'll see all kinds of stuff at Walmart. Candace says, I'm on my laptop and it's across the chat part. Okay. I've been on my computer. It's not now, I don't know about laptop, but I know on my computer, I ain't seen the heart on my computer. Not that I can remember as far as on the screen. Now, it could be there now, but I know last time I was on live, it wasn't. I'll know tomorrow when Fred goes live during his trivia. I'll look for it then on my computer. Blaine says it's on the PC now as well. Used to be only on the phone. Oh, holy hell. So, see, there we go. So, I'm going to see it tomorrow then. And Leslie says, mm-hmm. And Gary says 4 or 5, so many. I can't keep. Yeah, I know it. Tonight's been full of fiascos. Missy says, Leslie, me? And Virginia says, I saw a young woman in footed PJs at Christmas time. Candace says, what's a gimbal? It holds my phone. It's the thing that holds my phone. It's what the gimbal is. Holy hell. I think that's a drone right out here in front of me. No kidding. I don't know if y'all can see it. I wonder if I got a drone looking at me. Yeah, I'll wave at them. I don't care. But yeah, it's the gimbal's like a phone holder thing. Amanda says, when I was I see something floating out here, and I know that's not no, so that's definitely a drone. Somebody's got a drone, and I guess they're shooting the view of this also, because I can see it floating right here. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. All right, Natalie, good night. Thanks for coming in, and I will. I appreciate that, Natalie. Candace saying thanks to Blaine. Missy's talking to Candace. Leslie says no, Missy, and Blaine says welcome to Candace. Amanda says the checkout was a white table and very small. And Leslie says, I need something that helps me not jiggle, Missy. Lord have mercy. Leslie. You don't jiggle, Leslie. And Blaine saying not to Linda. Yeah, good night, Linda. Did I miss her? Yeah, good night, Linda. Thanks for coming in. I must have missed her comment. Linda says, hi, Gary. Thanks for, or no, Blaine's saying, I think Blaine's, hell, I don't know. I'm so confused now because this darn drone that was right here, it's gone now, but there was a drone right here in front of me that sort of had my mind baffled there for a minute. Leslie says, I need something that helps me not to jiggle. Linda says, hey, Gary, thanks for stopping by to talk to Jeff and Tootsie at the car window. I look like Goldie Hawn in her early 60s, and people say my daughter looks like her daughter, Kate Hudson. And Ed's telling Natalie good night. Candace is saying, thank you, Missy. I only play games on my phone, so I wouldn't know. Dennis says, you mean I missed the first four? You've missed the first four fiascos, Dennis. Blaine says they have doctors for that. Yeah, so, hey, Dennis, as soon as I went live, I had my phone in my gimbal, and then it broke on me. So I've had to rig something up with the gimbal to where I can even be able to show you guys the view and talk to you. Blaine says they have doctors for that, Leslie. Virginia says, when Walmart first opened, I heard store manager brag about that they sold only items. Well, they did it first, Virginia. They did, and then they went to China. That's when the U.S. went to hell in a handbasket, when we started that free trade mess. Of course, that's my opinion. And then Missy says, oh, Linda making us jealous. And then Leslie says, Amanda, I'm not sure what you mean. Our Walmart has always been huge and busy. And Leslie says, Blaine, I can't get approved for anything. Amanda says, there was a little girl holding her bag of Hershey bars sitting on the floor screaming. Yeah, you'll see all kinds of crazy stuff at a Walmart. And Amanda says, I'm talking about the old early 2000 Walmart, Leslie. And Blaine says, well, folks, I need to get a few honeydews done before I get in the doghouse. Take care. Hey, Blaine, thanks for coming in, buddy. I appreciate it. I'm not going to be on here much longer. Missy says, same, Leslie. I'm lagging a little bit in chat. And Virginia's talking to Candace, says, I bet you don't wear them to Walmart. And everybody's saying goodnight to Blaine. Leslie says, yes, I know. I was born in 79 and have never seen a Walmart like that. Though, born in 79, though, I have never seen a Walmart like that. And Candace says, Virginia, I don't go to Walmart. And no, that's my biggest pet peeve is people who wear PJs to town. And everybody's saying goodnight to Blaine. Amanda says, I recently watched a movie where the heart is, I call it the Walmart movie. And Candace says, I ordered from Walmart, but haven't stepped foot in once before COVID hit. And Nathan says, the only thing I miss at Walmart is layaway. Gary's saying, hey, Ed says, that might be one of them Smoky Mountain UFOs. It could be, but I believe it was a drone because of the way it was moving. But it could have been a UFO also. Then it says, big government watching you. Yeah, probably. Because I am in the national park. That's the other thing I hadn't mentioned. You know, I've been parked here longer than 15 minutes. And I'm filming in the Smoky Mountain National Park. But I'm not monetized. I'm not making no money off of this mess. So they can kiss my ass. If they don't want me doing this, come let me know. Tell me. I'm a big boy. All you got to do is tell me not to do it no more. And I won't. But until that happens, my fat ass will come up here and show this. And sit here as long as I want to. Oh, dang it. It's supposed to be a free country. But I'm going to get off of that topic so I don't get blood pressure up again. It's a ribeye in the air. It's aliens. Shoot them the full moon. Yeah. You know, Nathan Hayes, all kinds of stuff went through my mind there. But like I said, though, you really got to piss me off for me to do something just plumb bad. Virginia saying goodnight, Natalie. Amanda says red snapper fish. Candace is saying goodnight, Linda. Amanda saying goodnight to Linda. Goodnight, John, boy. Hey, Diamondback. Yeah, well, you still ain't supposed to say that. Because you're still using the L word. You're still using the L word. But you're right, though. But you don't have to throw the L word in there. But you're good, though. I mean, I definitely ain't mad about that. I just like giving everybody a hard time when they put the L word in there. You know, because I pretty much, it wasn't long after I started going live that I came up with that. Like, letting everybody know, hey, you're never late coming in here. And late's a bad word on my chat. You know, just being stupid, being silly. Leslie says, Lord have mercy, you're breaking like 5 laws. I know it. Zeke says, good night, everyone. 4 a.m. comes. I know it, Zeke. And I appreciate you coming in, buddy. Thanks. Everybody's saying, and then Candace is laughing at me. And then Amanda says, I'm not late. This is last. And the last time I tested, Amanda. Well, wait a minute, Amanda. I want to know, unless if you're doing infusion, if I'm saying the right word, I don't know if I'm saying the right word, but you know what I mean to know. Unless if you're doing the where it's got to be put into you, you know. Other than that, I don't think you got to worry about being late. Lordy. She says, I have no guys since 2019. She's not in all the time, though, Virginia. She's not in all the time. As far as Tana, she always watches my reruns because she'll shoot me a message, you know, saying, hey, sorry I missed your live, but I'm watching the rerun. Leslie says, oh, dear Lord. Candace says, I haven't seen her online, Virginia. Okay. Yeah, no, she hadn't been in here tonight, though, Candace. I mean, she was in it. Excuse me. She was in it, Friday? I think she came in Friday and said, hey, or whatever, whenever my last live show was, she did come in and say, hey, but most of the time, though, she is missing my live shows, especially on a Tuesday, because she'll always send me a message, you know, saying she hates she missed it, but she's watching the rerun. And yeah, Virginia doesn't do Facebook. I wish she did. Yeah, I'm caught up, Leslie. Oh, okay, and Candace is saying she's got her on her Facebook. And I knew Virginia didn't do Facebook because I'd done asked. And then Leslie says, never mind. No, I'm back caught up now, Leslie. I'm caught up. How long have I been on here? 156 minutes. I don't even know what time it is. What time? Somebody shoot me a time. I mean, I guess I could cut my car on and see, but then my lights come on. I do, Nathan. I do. I don't really give it out a whole lot, if you want to know the honest truth. But I do have a Facebook. And Leslie's on Facebook. Okay, so it's just after. Well, dang. Y'all didn't let the time fly by. Because it just, Gary says 12:30. It feels like it's been later. I mean, really, the time didn't fly by a whole lot tonight. But I guess it's because where my gimbals broke. And I was already pissed off as soon as that happened, right when I go live. But I've made the best of it. I've made the best of it possible tonight. That's for sure. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in again before we go off here. And let me let y'all see. Linda says, sorry if I missed saying goodbye to everyone. I had to put my husband's work uniforms in the wash. I was laughing about the Walmart comments. Lisa and I enjoyed hanging out. You're right. Yeah, Walmart's are crazy. You'll see all kinds of stuff at Walmart. He says it's only a hair past a freckle. Yeah. Half past the crack of my butt and a quarter after whatever, however that saying goes. There's the rest of the lights that y'all hadn't really got to see. And it's just because of how I was sitting. And like I said, I zoomed in a little bit so y'all could see them a little bit better. Amanda says, oh no, I see flying cows and red snapper fish. And Nathan says, if you want to send me a friend request on Facebook, Nathan, okay. I can do that, Nathan. I can do that. That's no problem. Leslie says, then maybe you should go to bed, Amanda. Leslie. Hey, Lordy. Bless Amanda's heart. I'm trying to fix my phone here again to where it won't go all to pieces on me, hopefully. All right, come here, Toots. Yeah, I know what you're getting hungry too, and you lay down. No, sit right there. Sit. Because we're gonna go. Virginia, we're in the same time zone. Wait a minute, what'd Leslie say? Wait a minute, then maybe you should go to bed. Oh yeah, I read that. And then Missy's talking to Linda. And then Amanda says, good idea, Leslie. Candace is laughing at Leslie. Linda, sit right there. Hold on. Sit. Bless your heart. I know it. I'm trying to get caught up on the chats here. Virginia says, when I was little, Mom would say, time for all dogs to be dead. Aren't you glad you're a pup? Linda, I'm in southeast Pennsylvania. That's what Virginia's saying. All right, I'm caught up. All right. Uh-oh. Darn phone's going to try to follow me in. There we go. Of course, you can't see me hardly. Lord, I'm in a dadgum. There we go. Now you can see me. It's because the phone's sitting higher up because it's on top of the gimbal, pegged against the window. Anyhow, look right there, Toots. Anyhow, I guess I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to be going shopping tomorrow for a new gimbal. So that way this fiasco mess won't happen like it did tonight. And, of course, Tootsie's going to be, and we got a little bit of a drive back to the campground because of where we're at. And Tootsie's going to be ready to eat. Look up here. Look up here. There you go. Good girl. See it. Good girl. Look right there. Yeah, good. David says, good night, Americans. That's right. We're all Americans. We ought to be able to come up here and be able to sit here longer than 15 minutes without having to pay and all that mess, but I ain't going to get back into that. I already said my piece on that. But hey, I hope y'all enjoyed this tonight. For what little bit, I guess, I showed. Of course, I've been on here for a little while, though. But I enjoyed it, though. I really did. Hope all y'all did too. Yeah, everybody have a blessed week. Everybody have a good weekend. I will see y'all again next week. I mean, you never know. I might pop up by the weekend again. I just know next Tuesday I won't be live. But I will see you towards the end of next week. Uh, Lord willing. Other than that, I guess we'll Tootsie's ready for moonshine pup cup. She actually had that yesterday. Didn't have no moonshine in it, but she did have a pup cup yesterday. uh, but I appreciate all y'all coming in. I have had fun. I've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again. Uh, maybe sooner than later. But y'all have a good night, and we'll see you on the next go round. Tell them bye, Toots. Tell them bye. Tell them bye. See, being silly. Okay, you can lay back down. Good night, guys. Love all y'all.